Well, yesterday, a huge announcement came. You don't often see this. Jon Gruden got a major legal victory against the NFL. And the reason why you don't see this often is the Nevada Supreme Court has actually ruled in favor of Jon Gruden in his appeal. Remember the case here. Jon Gruden is suing the NFL. Do you remember the leaked emails that caused Jon Gruden to get fired when Mark Davis didn't want to fire him when he was coach of the Vegas Raiders? It's all coming together now. He must have hired Deuce to be the strength and conditioning coach, and he has survived on the staff. I get it. In any case, so Jon Gruden gets fired. Jon Gruden then sues the NFL. The NFL says, hold on, you can't sue us. You've got to bring us to arbitration because there's a clause in every employee contract, including in baseball, where I signed one, including in football, where I didn't sign one, that if there's a lawsuit that you have against the commissioner, that goes to arbitration in front of the commissioner or an assignee. It's really quite something, but you sign it because you have no choice. It's sort of like the Michael Jordan charter agreements in NASCAR. It's just something you do, and then you realize, wait a minute, that sucked. I didn't want to do that at all. So Jon Gruden sued, saying not for the leaked emails. The lawsuit was actually, let me make this a lawsuit in a court that's public, that's open. I want to expose Roger Goodell and the NFL for that which they've done. Well, it's been a very much back and forth decisions from the lower courts, including the Nevada Supreme Court at one point indicated that they were not going to rule in Gruden's favor, which is crazy. But Gruden's lawyers kept, God bless our system, filing appeals. They wanted rehearings. It was denied. So then they tried again for something called an en banc reconsideration. Some people say in bank, which just says, please, that's what it means in English. I know we keep losing, but one more time. Like, just give me one more minute, if you don't mind. And it worked. That's insane. The Nevada Supreme Court ruled 5-2. Yeah, Jon Gruden's not an employee anymore. When he filed the lawsuit, he wasn't an employee. Forget that. This doesn't have to be in arbitration. This can be in regular court. So guess what? Now, with that win, you may see either a settlement because the NFL is like, hold on, we can't be in court. There's going to be way too much dirty laundry. Or what you may see is Gruden saying, I'm not in the 80%. Don't be ridiculous. I don't care what check you write. I want blood. So what does the NFL do? They have the option when you lose in a Supreme Court, a state Supreme Court, you have the option to then appeal. There's still more. You could appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. Here's the thing about the U.S. Supreme Court. You can't just appeal to them and all of a sudden your case is in front of the Supreme Court. You actually have to request that the Supreme Court even hears your case. So the NFL, in theory, could file an application, a writ which says, please, I would like you to hear this case because we need to be in arbitration. Then the Supreme Court sits around and they decide what they want to hear and what they don't. There is no chance in my mind the U.S. Supreme Court will hear a case about arbitration versus going to court and what it is when it's not an employee. As a matter of fact, I am so sure that the U.S. Supreme Court will not hear the Gruden case. Coca, I'm so sure that I'm willing to make it a wait to see. An official wait to see. When we tell you something's going to happen, if it does, great. If it doesn't, great. Either way, we will revisit it like we did yesterday with one that was almost a year old. We've got some open ones that you can see on davidsamsonpodcast.com. Just go to the website, check out the merch, which is fun merch. Send me your pictures wearing the merch. Then go to the tracking doc, and you can see every one of the wait to sees we have. Make it official, Coca. The Supreme Court will not hear the Gruden case, which means the NFL is going to have to go to court with Gruden, which means the NFL is going to offer to settle the case with Gruden, which means we're going to find out whether Gruden's in the 80 or the 10 of blood. He can't be in the 10 of specific performance. What, does he think he's going to get his job back? Nah.